Preston Young Adult Podcast.
Welcome to podcast 207, everybody.
207.
It's the hottest day of the year.
It is.
And there is a nice whooshing sound that is entering my headphones. How about you guys?
Oh, yeah.
That is the sound of the air conditioning.
The air conditioning cranking?
Yes.
Because I haven't checked what the temperature is because I don't want to get too depressed.
It rhymes with 95.
This morning when I got up, it was like 82, but it felt like it was 90 already.
Yeah. The best part about this is the next 2 days are going to be hotter.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go to work, get in the air conditioning, go home to the air conditioning, and maybe go to the beach. That's about it. That's my agenda in the heat,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. Tomorrow we're going somewhere with a pool. So
Nice. Very good. Oh, we've got the very last world's best product to test today. We'll show you that in a minute. We got some culture clashes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do.
And then we got great Bible talk to finish up the podcast today. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
All right,
Yes.
let's start off with the world's best. Is this really the world's best?
This is the best thing I've ever had.
Oh my goodness. I've been excited about this one for some reason from the very beginning.
Really?
I don't know why. This one just seems like fun to do. This is Spray-Away Glass Cleaner. Pastor Aaron, would you like to show the camera that this literally says that this product is the world's best glass cleaner?
Okay.
It says it right there.
And the funny thing about this is like, I don't really need my glass cleaners to be the world's best.
It's true. The thing about glass cleaners is this claims to be world's best, but no one's ever saying, oh, I need some Spray-Away.
Spray-Away.
People say, I need Windex.
And we have a dirty piece of glass here.
We do. I'll grab it.
Just to give everybody what's going on here, this is a piece of glass that is in our office, and I took it off the wall, and I threw coffee creamer all over it.
Yeah, I walked into the office while he was doing that, and if I didn't know that we were about to test this product, I mean, it was a strange sight, to say the least. The mirror's off the wall. Pastor Luke just has old coffee creamer throwing it on a mirror.
It's a throwing coffee creamer party. This is a peel and reseal package, ammonia free, just so everybody knows. There's 20 moistened wipes in here.
Okay.
Let's open this one up first time.
I'm always curious about the products that claim to be the world's best that I've never heard of.
Yep.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Like the Fiji water, you know, Earth's finest. I've heard of Fiji water.
Yep.
You know? But
That smell.
This has got a smell to it. Go ahead, Pastor Preston.
Yeah, I smell it.
It's strong.
ooh,
Yep.
yeah, it's strong.
All right, here we go.
All right, he is wiping the mirror for those who are listening.
It's just kind of
It looks like it's
now.
just smudging the mirror.
But I could definitely feel. So just so everybody knows, the coffee creamer's dry on there.
Yeah, he didn't do this like 2 minutes ago. Like he did this a little while ago. It is hardened.
How you doing back there, Preston?
I can't see a thing.
Preston is behind the mirror for
you can
those.
hear me.
I'm pressing.
I mean, it looks like you're getting the coffee creamer off, but you're just kind of smudging the mirror.
It's just kind of smearing.
Yeah.
I gotta grab another one.
So far,
I have
not impressed.
I used up my first one. You know the thing right now I'm noticing about these wipes, you can tell me if you agree. They're not very wet coming out of the package. So I feel like it lacks. Oh. Wait a second here. That was
That
impressive.
second wipe is doing something.
That was impressive. Whatever. Yeah. Let me flip it over and use the other side, clean side. Okay. I mean, I'm not getting like a miracle experience over here. I would say that any cleaner I would use could give me the same effect right here. And it is not streak free. It is streaky.
Yeah, it really is. I was just trying to read the directions and see if we did something wrong. We didn't. It's just
a no-brainer.
Open it up and wipe the surface.
What do you think? World's best?
Definitely not.
No. No.
not even good.
Not close to being the world's best.
I couldn't see a single thing, but I'm going to take your word for it. I wonder if it was more of like a fingerprint thing on the mirror, or like some kind of like food residue that often gets on mirrors.
Toothpaste spray.
If it would have worked better, but like coffee creamer,
Maybe.
that's not like a normal thing that you're like chucking on mirrors and stuff.
But here's the thing, Preston. If it's going to claim to be the best in the world,
It's true.
then it needs to be able to hold up against coffee creamer.
It's true.
I mean, this packaging right here says excellent for use on windows, windshields, mirrors, glass tables, and more.
Wow.
My hand smells fresh.
It smells weird in here. It's an interesting smell. Can I see the package?
Yeah, there you go. Take a look. I mean,
No, it's not the world's best.
it's not the world's best. No brainer for me.
I'm going to say right now, Windex is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a spray and a paper towel.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think Windex has already won this battle because everyone just says Windex, not glass cleaner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Kleenex.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You call it by the product name.
Yes.
Nobody calls it tissue. They
Yeah.
call it Kleenex.
Yep.
Yeah.
Junk.
Piece of junk.
Just threw that junk away, yo. All right. You got your culture clash?
I got it.
Oh, my goodness. This clashes with my biblical worldview.
Man, that clashes with my biblical worldview.
I want to go first.
You want to go first? Okay.
I'm surprised we didn't make a bigger deal about the pink stuff being champ at the end of World's
You
Best.
know what? We should have made a bigger deal about that, but I don't care about cleaning products, so what do you think? Congratulations, Pink Stuff.
Not sponsored.
Your cleaning is the best. All right. I wish the saltwater taffy would have reigned supreme. I would have been more excited about that.
Probably me too.
All right, culture clash. I got an interesting culture
All right,
clash today.
go for it. I'm
All
excited.
right, you know, here it is. I'm just going to go right out and say it. Patrick Mahomes signs a brand new $500 million contract. And I'm out here stressing about $4.19 gas. There is just something happening. There is a disconnect with the world right now. Is it
Yeah.
just me?
That's fair.
Different world.
How can we, on one hand, have everybody struggling with the economy, and then on the other hand, giving out $500 million contracts to dudes?
I don't know.
Anyway, are you guys texting back and forth?
Yes.
Okay. Why?
Well, I think that camera stopped recording.
Oh, okay. All right. That's okay.
All right.
So,
You're right.
yeah, I did.
Okay,
We'll
that's
have
okay, that's
one or two shots. Sorry,
shots.
guys.
It's okay. I can text you if you want, so you don't feel left out.
No. That's
All right, I want to go next because Preston brought in packets of research.
A packet of, and it's not even research. It's a list.
Anyway,
But it will help
Preston was
contribute.
very excited about his culture clash.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go real quick, and then I'm just going to throw it to him because I want to know whatever he's got cooking. I'm excited to see what it
Okay.
is.
I went quick today too because I want to see what he's cooking.
All right. James Tellerico, you know, the politician from Texas.
Yes.
Did you see his latest quote that went viral?
No.
I think I saw it and I thought it was fake. It's not fake?
It's not fake.
Okay, good. Good Lord. Oh, gosh.
He said, I always think of myself as a Christian who hates Christianity.
Oh, my gosh.
So there's a lot of people that are just raking him over the coals for the comment, or for that comment. Some people that are trying to defend him. But just, and even the claims that are like he didn't mean Christianity in general, but you know, just some of the things that are wrong with the institutionalized church. But then somebody was like, well, even if that was true, like Jesus established the church. The things that you have an issue with the church, a lot of them are things that Jesus said himself. So I don't know. I'm not going to go into a whole big thing about it, but I saw the quote and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I checked to see if it was real because I thought it was fake too.
I thought that was fake.
I'd read it. Apparently it was a real quote that he said.
How does that even work?
Gotta have to ask James.
That's why it's my culture clash.
Oh, I'll shoot him a text later.
Shoot him an email.
It's
just like James at AOL.com or something.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. My culture clash that I'm excited about. I didn't even know this was a thing. Well, hold on. I knew culture clash was a thing, but yesterday I was like, I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. I've used the sports gambling well. It's dry, so I was looking for something new, but I want to set the scene for you guys. So I want you to think of the worst book you've ever read in your entire life. You have 5 seconds.
Oh, all right.
2. All right. Pastor Aaron, was your book a book you read in school?
No.
Oh, what?
Yes, mine was.
Okay, perfect. Well, the reason I said that is because every book I read in high school, I didn't like very much.
Yes.
There was a few I really enjoyed, some few that I thought were good, but overall, terrible. But yesterday, the state of Texas approved a ruling for state-mandated literary works that's required for every school in Texas, kindergarten through 12th grade.
Wow.
Yeah. And the thing that I thought was interesting is the state of Texas actually is now the first state in the history of the U.S. to have the Bible as required reading.
Wow.
In schools. That's not cool. The part that clashes with my biblical worldview. I think that's great.
Yeah.
But there's obviously a lot of people who are upset, who are afraid, like that it's reducing religious freedom, or it's going to create a bunch of the term they're throwing out is dangerous, radical, nationalist views and things like that. Craziness. But I think if the people who are upset would actually look at the list of things they're going to read, they would see this is actually a good thing. So that's what my packet is I have the required list of reading for the Texas public education system for K through 12. And
is My Shadow is Purple on there?
No.
Oh, praise the Lord.
No, the kid, the purple boy or whatever, is not on there.
Okay, that's good.
And I think, too, after seeing the list, and I looked through the whole list, not just the Bible things, is the people who are upset, I think if they would read what the kids are actually going to be reading, or even look at it and not just say, oh, it's the Bible, it's bad, and realize that even not from a Christian standpoint, there's good morals you can learn from these stories.
Yeah.
There's good principles you can take away from these stories. Like kindness, equality, no ego, no pride, things like that. So I'm not going to read the whole every book. I'm just going to go through the Bible portions and the Christian books that the kids are going to be reading. Okay. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Perfect. And this intrigued me so much. I was so interested. So in kindergarten, also, I was shocked at with how big of a fuss people were making about it, how little there actually is. The rest of the books on the list are normal stuff you would read in school. Okay. In kindergarten, they will read You Are Special by Max Lucado, which is a book about a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. And there's scripture verses in there. Okay. In first grade, they will read a children's picture book about Noah's Ark. Okay. Noah's Ark. Third grade, they will read David and Goliath, excerpt from the Children's Book of Heroes.
Okay. Cool. Love it.
In fourth grade, they will read Roar, Daniel and the Lion's Den, children's adapted version.
Nice.
Okay. So it's a kid's book on Daniel and the Lion's Den. In fourth grade, they'll start reading out of the Bible, and they're going to read Luke 14:7 through 11. The heading is the necessity of humility.
Ooh, okay.
So they're learning about humility in fourth grade, and that's the first actual Bible reading that they're going to be doing. Fifth grade, we got 2 in fifth grade, so get ready. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Okay.
No, that was a book I read in school. And then they're going to read Exodus chapter 3 and Exodus chapter 14. And I looked that up. That's the burning bush. And it's the parting of the Red Sea.
Wow, there you go.
Sixth grade, they're going to read Matthew 6, 25 through 23. Or I'm sorry, 25 through 34, which is the heading of Do Not Be Anxious.
Okay.
Nice.
Sermon on the Mount.
Yep,
Yeah.
Sermon on the Mount. 7th grade, they got 2 again. They got Psalm 23.
Okay.
Lord is my shepherd. Then we got also they're going to read the Beatitudes.
Okay. Great. Matthew 5.
Yep. 8th grade, they're going to read Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Everything there's a season. Then they're going to read Lamentations chapter 3.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that one kind of surprised me.
Yeah, that one surprised me too.
Then freshman year, English 1, they're going to read the parable of the prodigal son.
Okay.
They're going to read in English 2, sophomore year, or freshman year, they're going to read the portions of the book of Job. Not like all of it,
Okay.
but like the story of Job and the aftermath of that. Like the main story, you know. In junior year, in English 3, they're going to read the story of Adam and Eve, so Genesis 2 and 3.
Okay.
And then senior year, they're going to read 1 Corinthians 13, the definition of love.
Ooh, nice.
And so I think that's great.
Yeah.
I think that it's great the kids are going to learn the Bible, and then even not from a Christian perspective, like there's a lot of good stuff you can learn from there.
Yeah.
And it's so like, it's not a lot.
Yeah.
They're only ever, the most they're going to read is like 18 chapters out of Job.
Yeah. I am surprised a little bit. I probably shouldn't be, but I am surprised a little bit at the uproar about it then.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, if these people would actually go and read all of those passages, purely from a morality and being a good citizen standpoint, all of those passages are great.
Exactly.
That kind of reminded me of when I was in high school. I'm going to let you know a little bit of how much of a nerd I was. I was in a book club
Nice.
in high school.
I wish I was in a book club. I love to read, but I was too embarrassed to join a book club.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, because then I'd be a nerd like Pastor Aaron. I'm kidding.
So I was in a book club, but I was homeschooled. So the public library had like a high school book club, and it was like after school, like twice a month or something like that. And so it was kids like from public school. There was me and one other homeschooled kid. We'd go, we'd read books, we'd talk about it. I liked it, but I remember one time we were like, the librarian would like let us pick the next like 3 books that we'd read.
Nice.
And one of the girls suggested that we read like one of the Gospels.
Okay.
And the librarian was like, no, absolutely not.
Wow, really?
And shut it down like so fast. But the girl brought up what I thought was a fantastic point. She was like, well, so much like literature references things in the Bible.
Exactly.
She's like, and so many people have no idea that it's even referencing the Bible. She's like, why can't we read one of the books that it's referencing?
Yeah.
And the librarian was like, no, absolutely not. Shut it down. I voted for it. Still, I was like, I still think we should read John, but she didn't let us.
That's a bummer. I mean, and then the people who were worried about like a lot of the quotes I saw, they were like, oh, they're indoctrinating kids and all this.
Yeah.
In school, like I learned about like Buddhism and Hinduism and all that stuff in like social studies class and everything. I'm not indoctrinated.
No.
I don't follow that. And if they're worried about like censorship or religious censorship or whatever, first off, Jesus is Lord. But second, there's still like world religions classes.
Yeah.
And there's still really normal books that you read in high school on this list. Like Hamlet, I read that in high school. To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah.
Like there's so much other stuff that is like super normal for high school reading, and like some of it's like not great either, but there's Bible in there now, and I think it's pretty cool.
It's cool.
I like
it's a
it.
bold move on Texas' part.
Yeehaw.
Go Texas.
Go Texas.
Are you choosing Texas?
I don't know.
He's choosing Texas.
All right.
He's choosing Texas, I can tell.
Wait, what?
By the way, you're two-stepping around the room. Somebody out there just appreciated that joke.
I have been in Texas numerous times, and I'm just not much of a fan yet.
Okay.
I could become a fan of Texas if I go to the right areas, but right now, I'm not a fan of Texas.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, you guys ready for some Bible talk?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I love me some Bible talk.
I love me some Bible talk.
All right, Pastor Aaron, you got a Bible talk for us today?
I do have a Bible talk today. I was reading in my Bible as Christians do. I was going to say as pastors do, but as Christians do. And apparently also the people who go to Texas public schools do.
Nice.
There you go.
And I was reading the book of Acts.
James wishes.
And I was reading the book of Acts, and I had my study Bible, and I came across this little, like, one-page, I don't know if, like, everybody's study Bible does this, but mine would, like, sometimes, like, highlight a person that was in the Bible, like, hey, here's, you know, this one was Luke, the doctor.
Yeah.
And it just gave a little bio, some things we know about his life, places he went, lessons we can learn. And one of the things that I've always thought is cool about Luke is that he was the only gospel writer who was not an actual eyewitness of Jesus. And now some people, that makes them, I don't know, a little nervous, because like, I thought everybody was an eyewitness of Jesus that wrote the Gospels. But Luke actually wasn't. He was a disciple of Paul, or learned under Paul, was discipled under Paul, traveled all over the known world with Paul, which they pointed out in this little study that pretty much everywhere Paul went, he got beat up. So they're like, I'm sure Paul was really grateful to have a doctor with him. And I was like, I've never thought about that before, but that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I really appreciate actually about the Gospel of Luke is that it brings in this outside Gentile, almost like investigative reporter style of an account of Jesus.
Yes.
He wasn't an eyewitness, but we do know that he investigated the life of Jesus, probably interviewed eyewitnesses that he would run into. We know that he went to Jerusalem with Paul, so probably got interviews with all the different apostles and people that were still alive. I read one account that said he probably even interviewed Mary, the mother of Jesus.
Wow.
And that's why he had such a detailed account of Jesus' birth. And all this stuff, and it just made me think, man, how awesome is it that we have, obviously, the 3 Jewish accounts, eyewitness accounts, but God included the Gentiles so much in his grand plan. He brought in Luke, who's not a Jew, not an eyewitness, but has this investigative. He kind of reminds me, like, if he was around today, maybe like a Lee Strobel type of a guy, like really investigative, super smart, not a dummy, but like somebody who's very, very articulate, smart, looked into everything, and then he's like, you know what? I believe this is true, traveled around all over with Paul, and then he's like, I'm going to write down a detailed account of the things that I heard about Jesus, and then obviously the early church, he wrote the book of Acts too.
I think a healthy part of Christianity is how it welcomes and encourages investigations.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now that it's been proven throughout history that people who have decided to investigate Christianity to disprove it have actually end up turning out to be the exact opposite. They've actually become believers.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I have a list in my notes that I put together for our Easter service for 2026 Easter, and I ended up coming across in my research how many individuals set out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 people, famous people, who set out to disprove Christianity, and they end up becoming believers. Listen to this. Sir Lionel Luckhoo, Guinness record for being the most successful lawyer.
Wow. Okay.
It's a pretty good resume right there, right?
Yeah.
Listen to this. He set out to disprove the resurrection for 14 years, ended up converting to Christianity.
Wow.
Come on.
That's amazing.
Lee Strobel, Atheist Award-winning investigative journalist. That's pretty good reward right there. Tried to disprove Christianity, ended up writing The Case for Christ.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've read his book, The Case for the Resurrection, and it is amazing. He also wrote that one while being a skeptic atheist, might even add the word angry skeptic atheist.
Yeah.
And that book is...
I mean, his story was so crazy that they made a movie about it.
What's that? Really? What's the movie called?
The Case for Christ.
Okay.
It's about him
That's
like
good.
investigating and writing the book, and then what happens.
Yeah. And
Spoiler,
he's got a great testimony too. Spoiler alert, he becomes Christian. But he was in his kitchen about a month after giving his life to the Lord, and his daughter, young daughter, comes in. She's like 4, and she's like, her mom and dad are in the kitchen. It's early in the morning, and his little daughter goes, "I love this. I love our new daddy." And the mom's like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "This new daddy is so much better than the old daddy."
Wow, come on.
That's what Jesus does for you.
It sure is.
Another man named Frank Morrison, a skeptical journalist, set out to prove Jesus is a myth, ended up writing, "Who moved the stone?" Yeah, because who did move the stone? Rosalind Picard, skeptic MIT professor. She began to read the Bible to prove it wrong, ended up converting. I don't know if you guys knew this one or not, but C.S. Lewis,
Yep.
world-renowned atheist author
Yeah.
at first, set out to disprove Christianity, then is now one of its most famous defenders.
Come on.
There is another man who just recently died but was very famous only just a few years ago, Nabil Qureshi, devout Ahmadi Muslim, set out to undermine Christian apologetics and apologists, converted after realizing the evidence for the cross.
Come on.
Malcolm Muggeridge, atheist journalist, converted after investigating Jesus. And the best one of all, the Apostle Paul, an elite Pharisee of Pharisees, tried to eliminate Christianity, ended up writing 13 books in the New Testament.
Come on.
Yep.
There is something here. There's something to be said about an idea, maybe of this man named Jesus, and this idea of a man coming from heaven to earth, living a perfect life, dying a sinner's death, and rising again. That whole idea, it wants you to investigate it, and it holds up under investigation.
Yeah.
That is really powerful.
Yeah. You know, something that I think is really cool, like I said, I've been reading the book of Acts. I just read Acts 17 recently, which is, I think, when Paul's in Athens, and he's making his big case before all the great thinkers. I can't remember what that place is called, but it's this famous sermon where he's like, "There's you have it
Mars
all."
Hill?
Yeah, I think it's on Mars Hill, and he's got, you have an altar to an unknown God. Let me tell you about that God. You know that sermon?
Yes, it's famous.
And the response of the people was interesting. As soon as he got to the resurrection, that Jesus came back to life.
Yes.
That was the thing where people either scoffed and said, "Ha, yeah, right."
Yeah.
Or were at piqued their interest so much they said, "You need to come back and tell us more."
Yes.
And I think that is what is so unique and powerful about Christianity, is that it demands a response. Like, maybe it's a scoff. Maybe you're like, "Ha, yeah, right. This guy died and then came back to life. Sure, whatever." But it still demands a response from you. And then kind of on the other side, I mean, those people, they didn't, get baptized that day, but they were curious that a dude came back from the dead?
Yeah.
Tell me more about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Christianity demands this response, and then, like you were saying, holds up under scrutiny. Investigate it. Look into it. The evidence all points to the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus.
I like the one book that man wrote, Who Moved the Stone? Just simply investigating that was actually something that Lee Strobel ended up really writing at length about in his book, The Case for the Resurrection, or The Case for Easter, I think is the name of the book. It's actually a small book, so you can read it in a day if you wanted to. About 80-ish pages. And this is really where he was convinced.
Okay.
And because he couldn't figure out how the stone got moved.
Okay.
Because it was it the Roman soldiers? Because that kind of makes sense. Maybe the Roman soldiers had moved the stone.
Okay.
But that doesn't hold up under thought or investigation, because why would they have moved the stone when their job was to guard the stone to make sure nobody moved it?
Yeah. Even told it'll be your life, right?
Yes. They're going to die if this man comes out of this grave. Because they were scared that he was going to rise from the dead, because he was claiming that he was going to rise from the dead, and his followers believed him and were spreading that information as well. So it was a Pontius Pilate was like, here, you guys, you're going to guard the entrance, make sure this stone doesn't move. So now we've got to have these Roman guards completely defy orders.
Yeah.
And that's really unlikely. And then, then maybe somebody came, beat up the Roman soldiers, and moved the stone. There probably would have been a report. There would have been information. There would have been a story that was told. The Roman soldiers would have said so.
Yeah.
But guess what? That theory never got told.
Yeah.
That story was never told, that somebody came and beat up the soldiers and moved the stone.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, well then maybe, so then we got to throw that out because it was never reported.
Yeah.
And maybe Jesus just was unconscious from the beatings.
This idea always makes me laugh.
Yeah, this one actually ends up being one of the bigger ideas for how the stone got moved, is that Jesus was just unconscious and woke up in the cool tomb, refreshed after his beating, and moved an extremely heavy stone out of the way, and then was able to also elude Roman soldiers by being real sneaky. Mm-hmm. And that theory falls apart very fast.
Yeah.
I would just say this. Let me just say this. Let me take your shoulder and just pull it out of socket.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna just stop there. No more beating, no more pain. I'm gonna inflict nothing else upon you. And now I want you to move a 4-foot tall large stone.
It's not gonna happen.
Nope.
You couldn't even swim 4 feet.
No,
with
not
that
gonna
arm.
happen.
Let alone move a stone.
Yeah.
So everything, really, this was a real convincing argument for Lee Strobel, is how in the world did that stone get moved? What is going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it's very powerful. Maybe there are skeptics listening. I recommend getting some books, doing some investigating, finding out the truth. I think once you do, I think the truth will set you free.
Mm-hmm.
I do too.
Oh, it's been great to be with you today, audience. Catch you on the next one. Bye.
Youth and Young Adult Podcast. Youth and Young Adult Podcast. Youth and Young Adult Podcast.